Hey everyone, just thought I'd do a video where I analyze some footage of me catching some alligators. Since some of you know I do nuisance alligator trapping, and this is one alligator I was trying to catch. The alligator was 8'6". It was in a neighborhood, in a road, and by the time I got there, it was in this bush. So right now in the video, I'm just kind of walking around trying to get the alligator to move, because the problem was its head was in a bunch of leaves and bushes, so I couldn't get the rope around his jaws, or preferably behind his neck. When you're trying to rope a gator, you want to actually get behind the jaw muscles just to make sure you get a secure grip. So right now, I'm kind of pulling the rope back so I can just tap it with the pole just to get him to move a bit. And you just saw there the alligator moves a little. And right now what I'm just trying to do is just get the alligator positioned so that I can then get the rope around him. And so I'm getting the noose ready with the pole. And a bunch of people are watching. The reason I'm looking around right now is I'm trying to figure out where exactly I'm going to pull the alligator. And where I'm pointing to, there's an open space. So you just want to have that good situational awareness of, where you're working and what space you got available. So I just got the gator to move a little, and this is where I'm about to rope it. And so right there, okay, so gator's caught, all good, and the gator starts shaking, and he starts death rolling, and I wish there was sound to this video, because everyone was just screaming and backing up. As you can see, a little bit of chaos right now, people getting in golf carts. This gator just loved to death roll. It was definitely a fun capture for sure. Just a bunch of chaos. It was fun. So at this point, I got the gator off to the side, and I'm just working the alligator, just trying to get it to move, try to get it to roll, The main thing is when we're working with an alligator, we want to make sure that it expends all the energy before we jump on it. We never want to jump on a hot gator, so I'm just kind of pulling the gator a bit, making him roll like you just saw. Another thing too is I'm trying to get him to a point where he's calmed down, and I can pull that pole off, because they will beat you with it if you get too close. So right now, just trying to get him tired out so we can work with him more in a safe manner. At this point, I got the pole off, and I'm just tapping the gator. Gator got nowhere near my feet, by the way. That's just the angle of the video. He stops rolling, but I'm still just tapping him with the pole, trying to get him to expend energy. Like I said, don't want him full of energy when we jump on him or get near him. And then this is me and my boss, Ron. We're pulling the gator up to the tree. And what we ended up doing was we got my rope around the tree, and then the FWC officer was pulling the other rope Ron had off to the side. So we're pulling the gator in two opposite directions, so it's not going to be moving as much. And then Ron got the snare around the jaws and taped it up, and we got it into the trailer and all that good stuff. So this here is a 7'5" American alligator, and this was actually the first alligator I ever caught initially on my own. And at the time, I didn't have a PVC pole to help guide the rope, and the rope I had was a bit kinked, so not the most ideal situation. So the rope, as you can see, isn't wrapped around his neck all the way like I want it to, partially because the rope's a bit kinked. So I'm using this stick to push down on the loop so it gets around the neck. And I'm not sure if you can hear, but the thing with alligators is that they work in circles. So you have to basically imagine a little radius around them and stay out of it, because they'll whip their tail to the side, whip their head to the side. And at this point, I finally got the alligators, got the rope around the alligator's neck, and now I'm just pointing it up to the tree. So here I am just tapping the alligator with the stick, just trying to see if it's got any more energy. And the thing is, we're not trying to harass the animal. We're just trying to make sure that the animal is calm and, has that energy expelled by the time we start really getting close and working with it. Because just to keep the animal safe, and especially ourselves safe, we just want to make sure that the animal is not going to be thrashing around or potentially biting us or anything like that. We just want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can in a safe manner. We do not want to put ourselves in a situation where me or anyone else can get severely injured. So at this point, the alligator's tied to the tree, but we're going to pull a little bit closer just so there's a bit more control when I jump on it. And gator's pretty worked, but he still had a little bit of energy, as you can see in a few seconds. Yep. So just keeping that control of the alligator. Here I am jumping on the alligator, and when you jump on a crocodilian, you want to make sure that you fully commit. You don't hesitate at all. And in a moment, I'm going to start working the jaws. And So as you can see, I'm pushing down the head before I start sliding my hand to grab the jaws. You always want to make sure the head's pushed down before you start grabbing the jaws. You want to make sure that you got full control of the head as you're grabbing the jaws. So Ron just slid the snare off. We're about to tape the alligator. And crocodilians, their jaw muscles opening aren't as strong as when closing. You know, that jaw pressure closing down, that's, you know, what they're known for. It's not so much opening their jaws. And electrical tape works closing the jaws. At the same time, even though their jaw muscles opening are on the weaker side, that's not to say that you shouldn't have a strong grip around them. Their head can shake. They can always, you know, have that burst of energy. So you just want to make sure that you've got, you know, a good grip at all times. Here's Ron and I loading the alligator into the trailer, and gotta say it was a pretty fun catch. Definitely memorable. So this is only a few captures I showed, and I'm definitely going to do more capture videos. I am hoping to get some GoPros soon so I can post more trapping videos, and I hope to maybe do some videos with Ron and some other trappers in the near future, going over videos like these and us catching some gators. Also, another interesting note is that some of the gators I catch may be going to Chris and Gabby's new Bellowing Acres sanctuary in the future. Brad here, the trapper in the video about their first gator in the sanctuary, is someone I know and have caught gators with. I think I may have actually gotten the call for this specific alligator, but unfortunately was busy. I also met Chris and Gabby this week to catch some gators, so I may be working with them in the future too. To learn more about the animals you just saw, buy my book, What We Get Wrong About Crocodilians. It examines claims of giant crocodiles, a World War II massacre, their regenerating tails, alligators in sewers, their record land speeds, and more. The book looks at a variety of subjects many people, including experts, get wrong about these animals, and I desperately wanted to dispel the myths that have persisted so long. Buy What We Get Wrong About Crocodilians in physical or digital formats. Link in bio, comments, or description to buy.